Hello everybody, welcome back. So this is going to be the second tutorial of how to get ADT, LibGdx, and Gradle installed on Eclipse. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to install ADT. Now, just to mention, all these links are going to be provided on my blog. You'll find the link down below in the description. So if you do not know what's ADT, ADT stands for Android Developed Tools, and we're going to install its plugin to Eclipse. So, as you can see, I'm on the page to get the Android developer tools. So just copy, then we're going to go to install, new software, and then we're going to do the same thing as we did for Getting Motion. Just type in the name, put in the link in here, press OK. You'll see them come up over here, then you press finish, agree to the licenses, and then you'll have it set up. Okay? Now, the next thing we're going to install is Gradle. Gradle is needed for LibGdx. So, it's another plugin that we're going to have to install. But one cool feature that I have found is that where it says install, you can just drag and drop it into your workspace over here, just like this. And then it will install for you. You just agree to all the licenses and stuff, and then you would have it set up. It would ask to reinstart Eclipse, then you do that. Another thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to install all the SDKs for Android. I already have them all installed on my computer, but if you do not know how to install them, you just click on Windows, Android SDK Manager, and the Android SDK should appear over here. I'm just waiting for it to load here. Here we are. Okay. As you can see, I already have it pre-installed on my computer, so I wouldn't have to download anything else. Now, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to download LibGdx. Again, you can find the link on my website, and it's a Gradle-based setup application. So we're going to go to releases, or actually, we can go back, go to download setup app, click on the jar file, and as you can see, we got the setup generator. Now, for the tutorial purpose, what I'm going to name it as, I'm going to name the project as episode 2. Now, for package name, the package name is going to be the location of where you're going to find all your files and everything on inside the inside the inside the project. So you can consider it as sort of a file directory system. You can see for the base it's com, my GDX, game. For the purposes for me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just follow my domain. Game episode 2. Okay, now we want to create the main class. I am going to just name it uh, episode 2 main. Now we're going to have to put it, now we're going to have to find a destination for your game project. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in my C user Steven workspace and just have it in my workspace. And I'm just going to name the folder episode 2 where I want it to be located. Now, you're going to also have to locate the Android SDK for this. So I know the location of mine, which is on my D drive. Click on it over here. All right, there it is. LibGdx version. It's asking for release 1.7. Now, as you can see here, you have the option for subprojects: desktop, Android, iOS, HTML. So, libgdx runs on a model of run once, execute everywhere. So basically, let's say you build a project specifically for desktop. It would also run on Android, iOS, and HTML, but there's a catch. Just because it runs on desktop doesn't mean there's full compatibility with all other devices. You may have issues with Bullet and HTML, and FreeType and HTML. I'm actually going to disable HTML because I do not need it. And you see extensions over here. These are subclass. These are subjars that you can attach to your game project, and LibGdx would add them for you. These are very useful tools that we're going to be using later on. Then we're going to generate, and I'm just going to say yes. Okay, it's executing. It's installing. Configuring. Okay, and it will even tell you how to import it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the folder, episode 2. I'm going to launch gradlew.bat. Okay, give it a moment to run, and it finished building. Now, once you already have Gradle installed, what you have to do is go to File, Import, and locate Gradle Project. You may find it under the directory Gradle. Press Next. I'm going to browse to my episode 2 and click on Build Model. It has to build the Gradle for this specific project. You click on all that you want to import, you press Finish. Now, it has finished importing everything. Let me close these out. Yes, continue. Okay. So over here, you notice I would say core. This is where your logic happens. As you can see, you have a create, you have a render. The create is for the initialization. So let's say you're starting up the project. It's going to create all the objects that it needs, and then it will go to, and then the API would know that you're now calling the render class. The render class is what you're gonna have running repeatedly. So think of it like this: you have your game that you're building, and then you have one giant loop. The loop will be considered the renderer, and then this is what's going to be calling over and over and over again. All the updates, all the textures that you want to move, etc. And so this is where all that goes. Then you can just add in your files in here. You'll notice that there's desktop. So let's go to desktop launcher. You notice that's LWJGL application. Okay, it's the lightweight game, Java programming game API that LibGdx is built upon. Now let's launch it, or compile and run as a Java application. And there you go. Episode 2 main, Battle Logic Games. Close it out. And this is the end of our second tutorial. So feel free to go on the blog to look for the links, and if you have any questions, feel free to post it up on the blog as well. So thank you and have a wonderful day.